All right, this is for the green foldable on parallel and perpendicular lines. And so this is what is on the inside. So if I have parallel lines, okay, we're going to have our little sayings here. If two lines in the same plane have the same slope, then they are parallel. Okay? Then we also have that the converse of that would also be true. If two lines in the same plane are parallel, then they have the same slope. They have the same slope. Okay? So that means same slope. Sorry, let me fix that. Same slope means they are parallel, and vice versa. Parallel lines have the same slope. And so, looking at our graphs here, this equation for the line connecting, for line AB, if I look at that, if I write that equation in slope-intercept form, it will be y equals, and my slope, I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right 1, 2, 3, so it's 4/3 x. My y-intercept is at 2, so plus 2. For my second graph for line CD, I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right 1, 2, 3. So again, my slope is 4/3 times x, and my y-intercept is at -2. So I see that these two lines have the same slope, and they are parallel. And so parallel, they have the same slope. If I look at these two lines, EF and GH, and so for EF, line EF, I go down 1 and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means, since I went down, it will be negative slope, 1/4 times x. And my y-intercept is at +1, so +1. If I look at line GH, I again go down 1 and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. So down 1 is the -1/4 times x. And my y-intercept is at -2. And so again, I notice that I have the same slope for both of these. And so that's that's the thing you have to remember. Same slope, they're parallel. So parallel lines have the same slope. Now, if I look at perpendicular lines, if two lines in the same plane have slopes that are negative reciprocals, and we will talk about what that means, then they are perpendicular. Perpendicular. Okay? And the converse of that is also true, that if two lines are perpendicular, then their slopes are negative reciprocals. Okay, so then the general, what this means is negative reciprocal slopes means they are perpendicular. Hopefully I can put this all on there. Yeah, off the little page a little bit. Make yours neater. Okay. So, now if I look at this, so if I look at line AB has a slope of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 6 to the right 2. So let's see, 6 over 2, that's 3. So y equals 3x, and I have a y-intercept of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So plus 5. While line CD has a slope of 1, down 1 to the right 1, 2, 3, so negative 1/3, so y equals negative 1/3 times x, and then my y-intercept is at positive 1. So when I look at my two slopes here, oops, wrong thing, thought I had my highlighter. When I look at my two slopes, those are negative reciprocals. So 3 and negative 1/3 would be negative reciprocals. And so in other words, what really means is if I were to multiply my two slopes together, if I multiply 3 times negative 1/3, okay, I have no idea where I was whenever I paused that by accident. So we're just going to go forward from here. When I multiply my two slopes, I've highlighted my two slopes. When I multiply those together, 3 times negative 1/3, put that over 1, and I get negative 3 over 3, which is negative 1, and that's what I should get. And so if I do EF and GH, so line EF has a slope of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, so has a rise of 1 over 4 to the right 4, so 1/4 x, and my y-intercept is at negative 1. While my line GH, I have a slope of going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and to the right 1, 2, so I have negative 8 over 2, which would be negative 4. So negative 4 times x, and I have a y-intercept of 1, 2, 3, 4. So plus 4. So again, when I look at this, my two slopes there are negative reciprocals. So the reciprocal of 1/4 would be positive 4, and then it's the negative, so negative. And if I were to multiply those two together, 1/4 times negative 4, I would get negative 1. And so that's how I know on that. So flip it, change the sign. That gives you your negative reciprocal. So that is your foldable for parallel and perpendicular lines. And then make sure you have this completed and glued in after the purple one on linear equations. And I will see you tomorrow.